Good news for immigrants, and this time it's real and backed by action. USCIS has officially confirmed faster decisions and reduced wait times for green cards, work permits, and citizenship approvals. After months of frustration, delays, and mounting public pressure, things inside USCIS are finally shifting, and Congress has a lot to do with it. Behind the scenes, lawmakers have been pressing the agency hard, demanding accountability for the massive backlogs, and even tying parts of USCIS funding to measurable progress. The result? Processing centers are speeding up, interviews are being rescheduled sooner, and applicants who once waited in silence are now getting real updates. It's not just talk. The latest November 2025 USCIS performance report shows a clear turnaround. But what exactly did Congress change to force this improvement? Which categories are seeing the biggest relief? And how long can this momentum last? In this video, we break down the full story, what's really driving this sudden progress, and what every applicant should do right now to take advantage. Stay tuned. This could be the most hopeful USCIS update we've seen in years. USCIS turns a corner. Real progress at last. After years of backlog frustration, the U.S. immigration system is finally showing measurable progress. USCIS's November 2025 report reveals that average decision rates for both family-based and employment-based petitions have increased by more than 18% since midsummer. That's not a minor shift. It's a full-scale turnaround. For years, applicants felt trapped in endless silence after submitting their forms. But over the past few months, something unusual began to happen. Real-world movement. People started getting interview notifications, case updates, and even approval notices much faster than before. What once took 18 months is now taking just over a year in many categories. The numbers prove that the AY's internal overhaul is finally working. Congressional pressure lights the fire. A big part of this transformation comes down to congressional pressure. Earlier this year, lawmakers demanded answers for the ballooning backlogs that had left millions of immigrants in limbo. During heated hearings, members of Congress tied parts of USCIS's 2025 funding to measurable progress and transparency. In response, USCIS leadership launched what insiders call a performance acceleration plan. This plan focused on two key goals: hiring and modernization. The agency received short-term supplemental funding to recruit hundreds of new adjudicators and support staff. It also began replacing outdated paper-based systems with digital platforms that allow case files to move instantly between field offices. The result, a more connected, faster-moving agency that can review and approve applications without the old bureaucratic bottlenecks. Behind the numbers, what's actually changing inside USCIS? Internally, USCIS has rolled out a wave of small but powerful reforms that add up to big results. Digital file sharing between field offices means officers can collaborate in real time instead of waiting weeks for paper files to be shipped. High-volume service centers have been reinforced with temporary staff from less busy offices. Another quiet but important change is the simplified review process for renewal applications. Cases that don't require new interviews, like certain work permit renewals or green card extensions, are now fast-tracked through an automated system. This frees up officers to focus on more complex petitions. In plain terms, USCIS has finally realized that efficiency doesn't require new laws. It just requires better management and smarter use of technology, faster family and green card decisions. For families, this progress is already tangible. Applicants who filed Form 130 Family Petition or Form 485 Adjustment of Status are seeing decisions in 12 to 14 months compared to 16 to 18 months earlier this year. In certain service centers like California and Nebraska, timelines are even shorter. Couples who filed last fall are already receiving interview notifications, something almost unthinkable in 2024. It's not just speed that's improved, it's predictability. For the first time in years, families can plan around realistic timelines without fearing indefinite delays. This consistency has restored confidence among immigrants and attorneys alike, showing that USCIS's changes are more than temporary fixes. Work permit relief, a huge win for workers. Work permit holders are also feeling the difference. After the controversial 540-day automatic extension ended in October, many expected chaos. Instead, USCIS surprised everyone. Renewal cases filed in early fall are now being approved within 60 to 75 days, down from more than 100 earlier this year. That means fewer employment gaps, less anxiety about expired cards, and smoother transitions for workers trying to maintain status. For thousands of applicants, this is the first real sign that USCIS understands the urgency of daily life: paychecks, job security, and family stability. It also signals that the AY's pre-planning and staffing investments are starting to pay off, especially in high-demand categories like H4, L2, and adjustment-based EID renewals. Citizenship approvals surge nationwide. Even naturalization cases are moving at unprecedented speed. Field offices are now scheduling citizenship interviews at nearly twice the pace of last year. Applicants who filed their 400 NARA forms in early 2025 are already attending oath ceremonies before year's end. USCIS says its long-term goal is to bring average naturalization processing times below 9 months by mid-2026. For once, that target seems achievable. Cities like Dallas, Chicago, and Phoenix are leading the charge, reporting record interview scheduling and oath completions. For lawful permanent residents who've waited years to complete their journey, this is a powerful moment. A reminder that the system can work when properly managed. What applicant should do now? For anyone with a pending case, this is the time to stay proactive. Applicants with cases filed in 2024 or early 2025 should monitor their case trackers closely, as updates are appearing faster than usual. Those who receive a request for evidence should respond immediately. Complete responses are being adjudicated quickly under the new review model. And for anyone preparing a fresh application, accuracy is critical. Small errors or missing documents can still cause delays even in this faster system. In short, this is the best window in years to file or follow up. The AY's efficiency drive means that complete, well-prepared cases are rewarded with quicker results. There's one more thing. As we move toward 2026, USCIS aims to maintain its current pace while continuing system upgrades. The hope is that these gains won't fade once the temporary funding expires. Congress is expected to revisit immigration funding in early 2026, and lawmakers are already signaling interest in making some of these efficiency programs permanent. If the agency keeps this momentum, it could finally break the cycle of backlog crises that have defined immigration for more than a decade. Stay tuned, and if you find this update helpful, don't forget to always come back for more breaking immigration updates. Thanks for watching.